Hey guys, I know it's been a while since you've seen me, and I just wanted to give you an update on how things are going. Just to let you know that for everyone that has said, oh, he's using you and he's not going to be here, I'd like to introduce my husband. This is my husband, and he is still with me. He is now a naturalized citizen of the United States, and he does have a U.S. passport, and he is now working a job as a supervisor for a company that he was not with the last time I talked to you all. He is now very prosperous, and we are enjoying a better life than we were before. So, most people have their doubts about overseas relationships and things like that. It's more about cultural differences than anything else. You need to learn to understand someone and be able to adjust to their cultural differences as they adjust to your cultural differences. What would you like to say on any of that?
And I agree 100%. It's mostly cultural difference and the way you grow up and what you know and what you learned growing up, and that will affect you for the rest of your life, definitely. And if you don't know how to accept other for their differences and how different they are, you're gonna have hard time having any kind of relation with anybody, whether it is from the same culture or the same environment or the same religion or whatever the case may be. So it all comes down to accepting the difference between one place and another, one culture and another, one mindset and another, pretty much. And that's the key for happiness.
Yeah. We did have our issues trying to adjust to each other, and we've bounced back from them. We fought through them, and we've become stronger for them. A lot of it had to do with cultural differences, learning to accept each other. I being raised in the United States, him being raised in North Africa, Tunisia, and those two cultures sometimes they clash. I don't see his point of view a lot of times, and a lot of times he doesn't see my point of view, and it does cause some issues. And we fought through them, and here we are.
True. And a lot of people are pointing out that religion is the main difference or the main thing that will cause issues. And for the years that I've been here now in the United States, I learned that that's not the case, because sometimes religion have something to do with it. Like, religion wise, I can't do this or I can't agree with that, or that's not allowed, and in other religion maybe it is acceptable or okay or not acceptable, whatever the case may be. But it's not all about religion. So I don't want to make this like a religion talk, but I just wanted to point out that just being a Christian or being a Jewish or being a Muslim like I am does not mean that you cannot accept anything else or you can only have your way, because I learned a lot from being in the United States, and that's one of the greatest things that I learned is to accept other for what they are and who they are. So
One thing about the religion is you were talking about Christian and Jew. You happen to have a friend who is a minister,
yeah,
that is a Christian
my
minister.
best friend is a minister. That's
And
correct.
he also has a friend who is a Jew.
Yeah,
So you cannot, make it a big religion thing that we're not supposed to get along with each other. They learn to become great friends with each other. They're very close. We all go out a lot of times and we talk about religion. We talk about differences between our culture and their culture. And it just creates a big, what's the word I'm looking for? A big, like, welcoming talk to get to know everybody in their culture and their religion, to understand. We're learning things about him, he's learning things about us. So it's just a big acceptance. It's a big mismatch of enjoying each other and learning.
that's true, because my brother Kelly, the more we talk and the more I explain to him about Islam and the more he explains to me about Christianity, the more we love each other pretty much, and the closer we get. And every time we have any talk, whether it's religious or non-religious talk, we do mostly have religious talk, but my point is every time we do have that kind of conversation, even though I would say maybe 80% of the times we don't agree because we just don't agree, and it just brings us closer.
So I want to talk about some of the comments that we've had. Now, someone is saying that they have a problem with my overall look. I have no problem with who I am. We try to be respectful on this page, and some people want to make some disrespectful remarks about me. My husband believes that I'm a beautiful woman.
You are.
I believe that I look fine the way I am. I'm sorry that you do not like the way I look. I am me. I am happy to be me. My husband is him. I believe that he is a very handsome guy. And he is the way he is, and he's happy with the way he is. Everybody is built to their own specification. Everybody is who they are. We have to learn to accept everybody for who they are. If you have any questions at any time, please feel free to send us a message. We will answer all the messages that we can answer. Now, another one of the comments that we had is talking about once your husband gets here, he's going to leave you because he's got his green card. And like I said at the very beginning, here he is. He's still with me. We had our issues, and I'm very happy with him. I'm very happy to have him here.
Yeah, I want to point out that I understand why a lot of people would say that. And if you remember right, when we first met before I come here, I was warning you
Yes.
from getting into any relation with anybody overseas because I know the majority of people will want to be with a woman just to get out of
Their country.
wherever they're at.
Yep. And
Doesn't necessarily mean that they don't want to be with that woman, but maybe 80 to 90% of the reason why they started dating that woman in the first place is looking for an opportunity to have a better future. That
Yeah.
may lead to a great love at the end, and they may end up living happy. That's possible, but in a lot of cases, and like you said earlier, unfortunately, that's what says in the media, only the bad cases.
Right.
You will see that there's a lot of people that came from other countries and just betrayed their significant other or their husband or their wife or whoever they came here to. So I know that exists. I know that happened. I've seen it with my own eyes, but doesn't make it right to make that a standard and make that the general rule for everybody, because everybody's different. And just because somebody made a bad decision does not mean that everybody is bad. And it never bothered me for anybody to accuse me of coming here because I only want a green card or I only want a passport or only looking for a better future, or none of that ever bothered me. The reason why is because I've seen it happen. I know that's the reputation that we have. That's what we made other people think about us by a lot of people going that path for wrongdoing the other significant other, I mean, that they get involved with, and then they betray him or leave him, or as soon as they don't need them to stay in the country anymore, whether they have a prolonged green card or they get their citizenship or whatever, they leave their wife or their husband. I understand. I've seen it happen, but please stop generalizing because not everybody the same.
Yeah. And the thing is it's not just men that do it, and it's not just men from specific countries. It is also women that do it. You hear about the catalog brides, the mail order brides. They come here with one specific point. They are paid to be married to somebody. They come, they get their green card, and then they can leave. You know, it's no different from any other country, whether it be man, woman, it's no different. So we can't generalize a person on their country or anything like that. People come for their own specific reasons. If somebody is in love and they meet somebody in another country, let them have their happiness. You know, we've had a lot of racist remarks on there. People saying, oh, well, you should be with a white man. You should be with somebody of your own religion, your own race, your own creed. all Americans should stay with each other, all Japanese should stay with each other, everybody should be with their own country borders. How would we know anybody if we didn't intermix with people? You cannot help who you fall in love with. If you are happy marrying someone of your religion, your race, your orientation, whatever, that makes you happy, by all means enjoy it. Do not push your racial religion or racial issues or ideals onto somebody else. Yes, you may voice your opinions. Yes, you may voice what you have to say, because that's who we are. We are allowed to do that. But we do not appreciate you trying to land blast us and push your point of view at us. Give us your point of view. That's fine.
Yeah, doesn't make you a bad person.
No.
By sharing your point of view. And I understand why a lot of people would rather stay with the same race or the same religion or the same culture or the same environment to avoid the kind of problems that you and I encountered, because
it's safe.
It's safe, yes, and it's less headache, and you don't have to teach somebody a lot of things that you grew up knowing and you want to have in your life or your lifestyle or whatever, because they already know it, because they already grew up that way as well. So I understand if that's what you want, good for you. It's not a bad choice.
No, it's not a bad choice.
Doesn't make it the only good choice.
Right.
As well.
The good choice is you fall in love with the person that makes you the happiest, and they fall in love with you, and you two believe that you can build a great life together. Whether you're black, white, purple, green, orange, Hispanic, Jewish, Mexican, whatever your creed, race, nation, or anything is, as long as you find that special person and you can be happy, that's what we wish for you. And that's what we hope you would wish for us. Now, someone else made a comment about you having 8 wives. And they said they knew that he had 8 wives. We have not told anyone what state we are living in. So I would like to know how anyone would know what this man does every minute of every hour of every day. Like I said earlier in the video, he is now a supervisor in a company. He has worked his way up. He went from spending years at one company being underappreciated to moving to another company within a matter of a month or so of being there, being promoted to a supervisor. This man has worked his way up. He works long hours, sometimes 5, 6, 7 days a week. I know where he's at. I believe him when he tells me where he's at. I know my husband is working. My husband knows I'm working. He believes me when I say where I'm at. We have complete trust in each other. My husband has no time for 8 wives. If he had that kind of time... I
have enough time to spend with you, babe.
We barely have time to spend with each other.
Yeah, we only have pretty much 1 day a week.
So when we get our time to spend it together, we're together. Nobody else is with us. We're together, spending our time together. So my husband...
That's the type of people... I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay.
That's the type of people that have really nothing valuable to say. They just want to say something and get a buzz or make a buzz.
Yeah.
And they'll just say something bad like that. Gets everybody's attention, like, oh, 8 wives, I've never heard about that before. So let's dig into the rest of the comments or watch the video or whatever it is that pique people's interest. And that's just wrong, guys.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
I think we wanted to talk about cheaters. Somebody made a comment about my husband is going to go rogue once he gets over here and start cheating. I want to let you know, anybody of any sex, of any religion, if they choose to cheat, they're gonna cheat. And it's just like another comment I had on here is about men beating their wives. Women have been known to beat their husbands. Of any religion, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat. If you are an abusive person, you're going to be an abusive person. It doesn't matter on who you are.
So thank you everybody for watching. This is all what we wanted to share with you today, and this is all the points that we wanted to talk about with you. Thank you again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet.
And leave us comments. Like I said earlier, we'll answer them. But please try to be respectful to everybody that's on the channel leaving comments.
Please. Peace.